Turning our attention now to the ASX. Here's Matt Birney and Bulls and Bears with the latest public company views and interviews.
Welcome to Bulls and Bears, where we break down the latest ASX announcements from public companies that are doing interesting things. Today's Bulls and Bears report is brought to you by State Gas, ASX code GAS. I'm Matt Birney and I'm joined now on 6PR by the Executive Chairman of State Gas, Richard Cottee. Hi, Richard.
Hi, good morning.
State Gas is a Queensland-based onshore gas operator focused on the development of its Reeds Dome gas project located in the Bowen Basin in central Queensland. Reeds Dome benefits from a strategic location inland of the Port of Gladstone where there's plenty of gas activity, which gives it ready access to existing gas infrastructure already developed within that existing gas field. Richard, you've been on a bit of a roll lately. Tell me about the latest acreage that State Gas has managed to pick up and how do you go about doing that?
Acreage is contiguous to our existing acreage, so it can be developed as one huge project. Basically, increases eightfold our geographic spread. So there's a lot of coals in them there hills, and we'll see what happens.
It's around your Reeds Dome project, I understand, and Reeds Dome looks to be hitting its straps pretty well now. How's production looking at Reeds Dome from the Nyanda 4 well?
Approaching 500,000 cubic feet a day, which is really quite stellar given the fact that with coal seam gas you normally need to have a well just extracting the water. We didn't have that, and we had no artificial stimulation. We went to pretty deep depths, which is unusual again for CSG. So it augurs very, very well into the future.
What's the potential time frame for you to get into full production at Reeds Dome?
We are aiming to commission the gas processing plant and pipeline somewhere around about the last quarter of 2022. The primary reason for that, I guess, is that we anticipate the decline of Bass Strait, plus the recovery or the delay in the LNG projects that have occurred. Asia is still growing in LNG demand, that there's going to be quite a hefty premium for those that can rescue our manufacturing industries.
Gas is largely about infrastructure, and to get a gas project up and running, you've got to have infrastructure. How well endowed is the region in terms of infrastructure? We're
lucky. We're within 50 k's of two trunk lines to Gladstone going back into the Ballera to Wallumbilla pipeline, which connects into Moomba, all capital cities other than Perth.
Now, just very quickly, the new acreage that you've just picked up near Reeds Dome, what makes you think there's gas there? I mean, what are the chances of there being gas on that ground?
Systemic coal measures have actually produced gas to the north. We are really, very confident that it's at the right depth, so much so that we're putting in a pilot scheme at Reeds Dome at the same time as putting two wells in Bandama this year.
Richard Cottee from State Gas, thanks very much for joining me on 6PR today. And just remember, Bulls and Bears is only here to give you information, not advice, which you should, of course, seek independently. I'm Matt Birney. Thanks for listening to Bulls and Bears.
For more public company CEO interviews, go to the Money page at 6pr.com.au and click the Public Companies tab.